The Scorpio energy is essential for us to remain resolute during the week because we will encounter an eclipse and a full moon in Taurus on the 28th. Scorpio's determination and regenerative abilities will be valuable.
For Aries, the days of October 26, 27, and 28 present a favorable opportunity to gather your intentions and transform them into reality. On the 27th, with the moon in Aries, it's an ideal moment to speak up and ask for what you need. Don't be afraid of setbacks. Embrace risk-taking. This week could become extraordinary if you put in the effort. In these 3 days, Aries individuals can seize the chance to manifest their goals. The presence of the moon in Aries on the 27th provides a supportive cosmic backdrop for expressing your desires and pursuing your dreams. Be courageous and unafraid of occasional failures, as they can serve as valuable lessons and stepping stones towards your ambitions. This week holds the potential for Aries to experience something out of the ordinary, especially if they are willing to take bold actions and embrace change. On October 28th, a full moon will grace the sign of Taurus, urging you to step up and take on more responsibility. Even if you're feeling uncertain, it's a call to action. Over the course of this week, leading up to the moon's trine with Venus, opportunities may arise that can significantly work in your favor. Taurus, the full moon occurring in your sign on October 28th will bring to light your need to embrace additional responsibilities. Even if doubt lingers, don't hesitate. Take proactive steps as the week unfolds and culminates with the moon forming a trine with Venus. You might find that circumstances shift distinctly in your favor. For Gemini, it's important to exercise caution on October 23rd and 25th, as the transits during these days might bring some disruptions and push you beyond your comfort zone. With the moon opposing Venus, anticipated positive developments may not unfold as expected. The key is not to try to rush things or manipulate the celestial forces. Let the stars work their wonders independently. Cancer, if you engage in unethical actions, you might get away with them, but they will haunt your conscience. This week, you might find yourself grappling with guilt, so it's best to avoid actions that you consider unethical. On October 28th, a full moon and eclipse will make you want to let go of gains just to attain inner peace. This could lead to relinquishing some benefits solely for the sake of feeling serene. The sense of guilt may creep in, urging you to stay true to your moral compass. It's a week to reevaluate your actions and make amends if necessary. The full moon on the 28th will magnify these emotions, compelling you to seek emotional balance, even if it means giving up material gains. If you've been contemplating decisions that don't align with your values, it's time to rethink them. This lunar event encourages you to maintain your integrity, even if it means sacrificing short-term benefits for long-term inner peace and harmony. Ultimately, your well-being and tranquility are paramount, and sometimes letting go is the key to achieving these goals. Leo, one of the most noticeable things this week will be your sense of independence and carefree spirit. Starting from October 28th, when the eclipses and full moon in Taurus occur, you might feel tempted to break the harmony principles by flirting, slacking off at work, staying up late, indulging in food, and relying heavily on your charm. This week, your strong sense of independence and desire for freedom will be front and center. As the full moon and eclipses in Taurus on October 28th approach, you might feel inclined to deviate from the usual harmony you maintain. You may find yourself flirting, neglecting work, adopting unconventional sleeping patterns, overindulging in food, and relying excessively on your charisma. This period may encourage you to let loose and enjoy the pleasures of life without worrying too much about responsibilities and routine. However, be mindful of the consequences of these actions. While it's essential to have fun and embrace your independence, remember to strike a balance between enjoying life and fulfilling your commitments. Finding harmony in both aspects will lead to a more fulfilling and balanced experience this week. Virgo. It seems like this week you're either embarking on a journey or planning one. During the waxing moon in Aries, you'll feel a surge of energy that can be channeled into creative pursuits. In the last week of October, you might experience ups and downs. However, as the month draws to a close, you'll find yourself feeling very well and peaceful. This week, you're likely to set off on a journey or make travel plans. The waxing moon in Aries will provide you with a boost of energy, which you can harness for creative endeavors. In the final week of October, you might encounter both highs and lows. Nonetheless, by the end of the month, you'll be in a state of contentment and serenity. You could be packing your bags for a trip, or meticulously planning your next adventure. The growing moon in Aries will infuse you with a fresh burst of creativity and vitality. While the last week of October may present some challenges and successes, you'll ultimately end the month on a note of tranquility and well-being. Being a Libra often involves striving to maintain balance in your life and then questioning whether it's too monotonous to keep up that equilibrium. As you approach the Taurus full moon, you might notice that you've become irritable and restless. It's not that your character has soured, but rather, you need to take a break and blow off some steam. At times, embodying the qualities of a Libra means fighting to preserve equilibrium in your life. But it can also make you wonder if it's becoming too mundane to maintain that balance. As you get closer to the Taurus full moon, you might find yourself feeling more irritable and antsy. This isn't necessarily a result of a change in your disposition. It's a signal that you need a diversion and a way to unwind. Balancing act may be the name of your game, but there are moments when you wonder if it's becoming a bit too routine. As the Taurus full moon approaches, you might notice a touch of restlessness and impatience creeping in. It's not about your nature taking a turn for the worse, rather, it's a sign that you're due for a break and some stress relief. Libras often excel at maintaining equilibrium, but sometimes you may wonder if it's all becoming a bit too predictable. As you approach the Taurus full moon, restlessness and irritability could surface. It's not a fundamental shift in your character, but rather a call for you to take a breather and unwind. Maintaining balance is a key aspect of your life as a Libra, but there are moments when you question if it's getting a bit too monotonous. With the Taurus full moon on the horizon, you might experience bouts of restlessness and impatience. It's not indicative of a shift in your overall disposition, but suggests that it's time for a diversion and a release of pent-up energy. Passion is the watchword for you this week, as traits like caution and a cool head seem to have taken a back seat. You are completely in sync with the energy of the full moon, and with each passing day, you'll feel your desires growing into all or nothing territory. It's hard for you to put on the brakes. Even if you find yourself in tricky situations, be prepared for that. This week, passion is your primary driving force, and traits like caution and a rational mindset appear to be on the back burner. You're fully immersed in the energy of the full moon, and as the week progresses, your desires will escalate into an all or nothing realm. Stopping yourself can be a challenge. Even when facing difficult situations, be ready for it. Passion is the key word for you this week. While qualities like prudence and a level-headed approach seem to be taking a back seat, you're harmonizing with the energy of the full moon, and each day will see your desires intensifying to the point of all or nothing. Even when you encounter difficulties, it's challenging for you to hit the brakes. Be prepared. This week, your predominant theme is passion, as qualities like caution and a rational mindset appear to have faded into the background. You're in complete alignment with the energy of the full moon, and your desires will escalate daily, reaching an all or nothing intensity. It might be difficult for you to exercise restraint, Even when facing challenging situations, stay prepared for it. Sagittarius, this week is bound to bring about numerous events that will ignite a strong desire for solitude within you. Perhaps it's to prepare for the upcoming bustling winter season. You'll need to pay attention to your health and workload as the full moon approaches. You might feel the urge to self-evaluate. Are you ready to change your habits? For Sagittarius, the week ahead promises a whirlwind of events that will kindle a deep yearning for solitude. It could be your way of preparing for the upcoming busy winter season. You'll need to focus on your health and workload as the full moon draws near. The desire to self-assess and potentially change your habits might take hold. In the coming week, expect a series of events that will trigger a strong desire for solitude, possibly in preparation for the upcoming busy winter season. Managing your health and workload will be essential. With the full moon approaching, you might find yourself evaluating your readiness to make changes. Sagittarius, brace yourself for a week filled with events that will stir a profound longing for solitude, possibly as a way to gear up for the fast approaching winter season. Taking care of your health and workload will be crucial. As the full moon edges closer, you might feel inclined to evaluate your readiness for potential changes. This week, Capricorns will discover that there's no need to fear external influences. You'll realize that you're not on a deserted island and can rely on others. As Mercury aligns with Venus, it will become evident that your personal life thrives when you're open to collaboration rather than insisting on having things your way. In the coming week, Capricorns will come to the realization that there's no point in fearing outside influences. You'll understand that you're not isolated and can depend on the support of others. With Mercury's conjunction with Venus on the horizon, it will become clear that your personal life flourishes when you're willing to cooperate, instead of insisting on everything going your way. Capricorns, in the upcoming week, you'll come to the realization that there's no reason to be apprehensive about external influences. You'll acknowledge that you're not alone and can lean on the support of those around you. With the impending conjunction of Mercury and Venus, it will become evident that your personal life prospers when you're open to collaboration, rather than demanding everything go your way. Expect a week where Capricorns find reassurance that there's no need to fear the impact of external forces. You'll recognize that you're part of a larger whole and can rely on the support of others. As Mercury aligns with Venus, it will underscore that your personal life is at its best when you embrace collaboration, rather than insisting on your own way. Aquarius, you sense that it's the right time to speak your mind, and you'll act on it. This will impact your family members. You'll be stern and precise, but it will all be for the better. On October 28th, family matters might get hectic, but you'll be content with it. You're finally prepared to take the initiative and assume responsibility. Aquarius, you have an intuition that now is the perfect moment to express something on your mind, and you will do just that. Your family members will be affected, and your approach will be firm and precise, ultimately benefiting everyone involved. On the 28th of October, family affairs might become quite hectic, but you'll find it satisfactory. You're finally ready to take the lead and shoulder responsibilities. Pisces, while Scorpio season is known to awaken passion, you may find that romantic entanglements aren't what you need right now. However, during the Taurus full moon, your romantic partner will suddenly voice their desires or proposals. Do yourself a favor, don't turn it into a problem. Pisces, although the Scorpio season is famous for igniting passion, you might discover that romantic involvements are not your current priority. Nevertheless, during the Taurus full moon, your romantic partner will unexpectedly communicate their wishes or suggestions. Give yourself a break. Don't give yourself a break. Don't make it into an issue.